19C. Nothing comes on CD anymore. Welcome to this simple tutorial to get your first 19C database created on Windows. By now you should have installed the 19C on Windows software. You can click on the link above to get a quick video on how to do that. And then you'll have this new database home, Oracle DB19 Home 1. Go into that and then go to Configuration and Migration Tools and choose the Database Configuration Assistant. We're going to create a database. And whenever I'm doing the database, even though I could choose typical configuration, I like to choose advanced configuration, even though I'm going to go with most of the defaults, because that way I can see all the bits and pieces as part of the installation process. I'm going to use a general purpose database for my playing. I'm going to call my database DB19, seems an obvious name, and because I might create more containers than just one, I'll call this one container PDB1. I've got a nice big hard drive attached to this PC. It's labeled as X drive, so I'll put all my database files under my X drive along with the other databases on this machine. Because this database won't be for industrial use, just for me to explore 19C, I won't bother at this moment with a fast recovery area or archiving. If I want something like flashback and the like, I might come back and put this on later. I'm going to create a brand new listener for this database. I'm going to create a listener called listener19 to map it to the version. And rather than use the default port, I'll use the port 1519 as well, just to give me some nice consistency in how I'm naming things. I'm not going to bother with database vault or label security, not for just exploratory testing of the vanilla database 19 software. I'll go with the default memory management system. It's picked some reasonable defaults for me, and I'll click along the tabs just to see what else is there. I'm happy with an 8K block size. All databases should be UTF-8 nowadays. I'll use dedicated connection server mode, and I'll include the sample schemas so I've got some nice data to start with when I explore. If you're new to the database, you probably want to leave EM Express turned on, but for myself, I'll be connecting via SQL Developer, so I'll use that. I'll choose a nice simple password for my exploring. Obviously, for a real database, you would choose something more rigorous, and that's the warning it just gave me. I'll choose to create the database and create the database creation script so I can go back and look at them later and recreate the database if I ever need to. And that's pretty much, I'm good to go. I get one summary page, I hit finish, and off my installation goes. At this stage, you can sit back, relax, and the full database creation normally takes between about 10 to 15 minutes, depending on the hardware you've got, in particular how fast your disks are, because we're copying some database files. But as you can see, you can scroll down and actually monitor the progress as the installation goes along. Nothing to do here except watch the progress and wait for it to finish. And we're done. We get a summary page and our database should be up and running and installed on this Windows system. Let's go into Oracle Home/bin and I'll fire up SQL Plus and try connect to sysdba, and I'm in, which means my database is up and running. What I can also do is I'll now change my connection to the container database PDB1 that I created and make sure that's open. So I'll run a simple select, and yes, that works fine. And we're done. There is the Oracle 19C database.